And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. I did not do one this past Wednesday with Trevor. We both had hectic weeks. School was wrapping up for me. He had a very busy work day / work week, so we decided to take that day off. I feel a sneeze coming on, by the way. If I sneeze, don't be alarmed. It's coming. All right, so maybe it passed, who knows? But if you're in here, thank you for joining. Definitely consider hitting the like button. This is going to be a normal Q&A, but I'm also going to talk about all the announcements from Disney Investor Day because there was a ton. There was a bunch of Star Wars stuff, a bunch of Marvel stuff, lots of Pixar, Disney animation, Disney in general. It's really exciting I'm excited for the future, and I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about it because I've been occupied these past few days. So I'm really, really excited to talk about it. So I can start with any questions you guys have. I will at some point when some more people get in here, I'm going to talk about Star Wars and Marvel in depth, and then Pixar as well. But I see Isox is in here. What's going on? Glad to see you in here. Jacob says, what's up? Sadly, I won't be making it to this live because I'm celebrating my 25th birthday today, but I just want to say hi. Well, happy birthday, Jacob, man. You know, thank you for stopping by on your birthday. I know you probably have bigger things to do since it's your birthday, but happy birthday, man. Hope it's a good one. That Nerdbot Diaz, what's going on? Glad to see you in here as always. Let's see. Are you more of a director or actor? Probably a director if I had to choose, honestly. And Sammy Boy says, which Star Wars content are you most excited to watch? Yeah, I'm going to get to that here in a second, so I'll definitely answer that. I'm going to start talking about that in a few minutes probably. But maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi? Maybe. You'll have to see. Let's see. What's up? Oh, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Glad to see you in here, man. Happy to see you live. Yeah, I'm happy to be live. You know, it's been over a week, which is weird to me because I love going live on YouTube. It's one of my favorite things to do. So, by the way, let me know if I sound all right. Usually I have someone else in here to let me know if my audio sounds fine. I think it should work though. So just let me know. Number one superhero fan, Avengers versus Justice League. Who would win? I'm going with the Avengers because Superman is the main force of the Justice League. All they got to do is get some kryptonite. It's game over, right? I mean, Batman, yeah, he's smart, but Thor, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Cap, come on. I'm going with that. Oh, Marvel movie reviews and stuff. What's going on? Glad to see you in here. Thanks for joining. That means a lot. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. I am going to start talking about like Star Wars and Marvel in a second, so I'm probably going to what are these banner things? Let me create a banner. Star Wars. Add banner. That works. Good show. So yeah, so I can do that. So very cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about Star Wars. I'll get to some questions in the chat later, but Star Wars, I actually dropped a video ranking my most anticipated shows and movies because they did announce some movies. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and start talking about these and give you guys my thoughts. And I definitely want to hear everyone's input if you're in here in the chat. Definitely hit the like button. It helps out with the channel. But okay, so Mandalorian season 3 is coming Christmas 2021. That's very exciting to me. I'm loving the season of the Mandalorian so far, and season 3 I think is going to be huge. I think this season will end up ending on a cliffhanger. I think someone asked that question in the chat. Let me go find it real quick. By the way, what's up, Michael? How are you? New to the channel? Well, thank you for joining. It means a lot. And Gavin, what's going on? Glad to see you here. Number one superhero fan. Real quick, who's your favorite kid superhero? Miles Morales. I like Dash from The Incredibles. And let's see. I swear I saw a question here. There it is. Predictions for Mando finale next week. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. Let me put the banner back up. So, yeah, next week, I think that I won't say any spoilers, by the way, just because I know that some people haven't caught up. But I do think that some characters will die. I know that in season 1, they killed 2 pretty much main characters. So I think that something crazy is going to happen like that. And I think that there's going to be a little bit of a showdown between Moff Gideon and Mando with the Beskar spear and the Darksaber. That's what I'm thinking right now. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Other than that, though, it's kind of hard to say. Ahsoka might make an appearance. Maybe Bo-Katan could show up. I think a lot of characters could come back. So I'm excited for that. And by the way, if you're just now joining, I am going through the Star Wars slate of everything that was announced right now. I'll go into Marvel after. But yeah, Mandalorian season 3, come on. That's one of my most anticipated easily. I'm so excited for that. Let's see. Rangers of the New Republic from Star Wars is another new show that's coming out. And that is one that's also run by Filoni and Favreau, who are just like the dream team, honestly. And they are essentially going to be the future of Star Wars, in my opinion. Those two guys, I think they're very bright. But this show does take place in the same timeline as what's it called, as the Mandalorian, and so does Ahsoka. Ahsoka is another show that was announced, which I figured would happen after we got the episode with her. The way that episode ended, I was like, okay, I thought if she doesn't go along with the crew, she's probably going to get her own show. There were murmurs of that, and then sure enough, they announced it. And I think there's going to be crossover events between Rangers of the New Republic, Mando, and Ahsoka, which is awesome. Like, that's amazing. I was talking about this in my video. It's not like we see this in Star Wars usually. It's just movies in the universe, and then they end. And like TV crossover events in Star Wars, very exciting stuff to say the least. Andor is another show that's coming, the Cassian Andor show. That one I'm really excited for because I saw Diego Luna talking in a video, and it was like he was so excited. You could see his love for Star Wars. So that naturally excited me. I'm not crazy about Rogue One, by the way. So sorry if anyone loves Rogue One. I see Jaren's in here. He says, what's up, Jaren, by the way? I can't donate a super chat. Oh, yeah. See, do I have to like set something up with that? I honestly don't know. Because technically, I think I'm allowed to have super chats now, but I haven't really looked into it. So maybe that's on my end. Let me know, because I honestly haven't looked into that. But thanks for joining, Jared. I know Rogue One is your favorite Star Wars movie, right? I think that's crazy, but I respect it. I respect the boldness, Yeah, so Cassian Andor I'm excited for, definitely. Obi-Wan Kenobi, though, come on. That's my favorite. I mean, that's the myth, the legend, Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the one I'm most excited for. Deborah Chow, obviously going to be the showrunner there. She directed 2 phenomenal episodes from season 1. That was episode 3 and episode 7, 2 of my favorites from that season and of the show overall. So I'm very, very excited for that. Yeah, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader. Inject that into my veins, please. I need that. The other shows like Visions, I'm fine on Visions. Like, I'm not crazy about that idea. The Acolyte sounds really cool. It's like 200 years before Phantom Menace. So that's awesome. It's going to be like the Jedi in their prime. A droid story, I'm indifferent on, really. I mean, I like C-3PO and R2-D2, but it's fine. Lando, I'm excited for. I hope that Donald Glover comes back, though, because that's a necessity. But it would also be cool to see a Billy D. Williams, maybe like a little flashback action. I don't know. Bad Batch looks awesome. That's one of my most anticipated. It's like the Clone Wars spinoff, and you get some Grand Moff Tarkin action and some Palpatine too. So that honestly excited me as well. And what else is on here? Let's see. There's one more. Rogue Squadron, the Patty Jenkins movie. That it looks awesome. I know she can direct action so well. So I am excited for that. And I feel like I'm saying what everyone else is saying. Like, I haven't really watched a ton of other people's stuff on it. I didn't get to go live the night of the announcements. I was having fun celebrating the end of the school year for me. So if anyone was in that Instagram live, that's like an inside joke now, I feel like. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for Rogue Squadron. I'm also excited for the Taika Waititi movie. Granted, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that one just because I don't want him to go full on like improv with it. I don't want it to be like too. I love Ragnarok. It's a really good movie, but I don't want it to be too Ragnarok, if you know what I mean. So those are all the Star Wars things I'm going to talk about. I'll go ahead and address the chat now. Let's see. If you could assemble a team with any of the newly announced Marvel heroes, who would you pick? 4 or 5? I would pick the Fantastic Four because I'm a cheater. Let's see. I just need to say I can't wait for the Mandalorian episode to drop already. The anxiety, are we going to see Grogu in this season? Yeah, I'm very anxious as well, my friend. I'm very anxious. Like, I'm pretty much losing sleep at night at this point. But yeah, I think that if you mean the episode, yes, I think we will. I think we will see Grogu in the episode. I'm very pumped for that, by the way. I'm honestly not going to talk about it too much just because I kind of touched on it earlier, but I'm like, crazy stuff's going down, people. Crazy stuff. What do you hope to see in Kenobi? I hope to see a Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn. That's like the thing I'm most excited for possibly seeing is some Qui-Gon. Also, Ewan, of course, as Obi-Wan, but Qui-Gon Jinn, I need to see some more of him. I'm going to talk about Marvel in a second, so I'll get to that question in a second. Movie Geek, what's going on? Bernie, right? How you doing? Let's see. I like the shirt, by the way. Go Gryffindor. Yeah, I am a Gryffindor, if you did not know that. And that's the thumbnail picture. Yes, Gryffindor all the way. Man of Steel or Iron Man? I prefer Iron Man by far as well. So I agree with that. That's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Let's see. 4K Media Guy, what's going on? How you doing? Well, most excited for Star Wars because I'm going to talk about Marvel in a second. I'm most excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi. That just gets me pumped. I can't wait for that. I love Obi-Wan. He's tied with like Han as my favorite character. Depends on the mood I'm feeling when I wake up that morning. Let's see. Ahsoka v. Gideon. That would be awesome. That would be really cool to see. Fernando, what's going on? Is there something you're so excited about and can't wait to talk about? Yeah, Obi-Wan, honestly, but I am excited to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier in a second because that looks amazing. So yeah, definitely excited for all that, man. And thanks for joining, Fernando. How are you doing? I know we've been talking in the group message, but I hope you're doing well. It's been too long, my friend. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. Do you like the Rocky and Rambo franchises? Rocky's one of my favorite movies, honestly. Like top 30 or 40. It used to be higher. Rambo, I haven't seen like enough of Rambo. I've seen like parts of them, but not like all of them. Matilda, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. I have been wondering if I should watch more movies from 2020 or to rewatch movies that I have seen from this year for the end of my year ranking. What do you think? If you're on the fence about any movies that you've seen already, I'd recommend rewatching. But if you want to see more to try and fill out the list, then definitely just watch the 2020 movies because I need to see a lot more. Sound of Metal, I haven't seen. What else have I not seen? There's quite a bit of movies. So what's everyone's favorite movie of the year so far? Let me know. I'm curious. And yeah, I'm going to talk about Marvel. Let me write the banner out real quick. Marvel. Create. Marvel. All right. So Marvel had a pretty big day. Let's see. Marvel. So we got a new WandaVision trailer, which was cool. WandaVision looks awesome. Not awesome, but it looks fun. I'm not like super stoked for it, but I'm excited. I think it's going to touch on the cosmic side of things. And it's going to mess with a lot of people's mind. Multiverse of Madness, I'm excited for, obviously. Not much to say there. Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer looked amazing. I think that's going to be the best piece of content from the upcoming phase because it's like the most grounded in reality. And also, I don't know, like something about it draws me to it. It seems like a spy thriller type thing, like Winter Soldier vibes, like the movie. And that's just something that I'm more on board with than, say, Loki, which Loki looks really cool too, by the way. I'm glad we got a full trailer for that. But I'm not like over the moon about Loki. I mean, I've always felt that way. I think it's exciting. I need to see a few episodes before I really know how I feel about it. And that's personally just because I thought I didn't want them to go any further into Loki's character after his death in Infinity War. Granted, it's a different Loki from the 2012 New York timeline. It could just get a little messy. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But Marvel will prove me wrong. I'm not worried about it. Black Widow, of course, I'm excited for. What If, we got some footage from What If. It looks different. It looks different. I usually with What If, like, I don't know. It looks a little too weird for me, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, it's interesting. I'll probably watch it, but I don't know. The animation style was off. It reminded me of like, I don't even know what it reminded me of. It was a very bizarre animation style. I'll say that. Shang-Chi, I don't even think we know much about, but that's cool. Miss Marvel, is anyone excited? Like, are you excited for Miss Marvel? Let me know. I mean, it's probably my least anticipated with that and She-Hulk, honestly, because like I'm not crazy about it, but it's still new Marvel content. It might not be my favorite though, and that's kind of sad. That's the thing. Like some Marvel things might not be like my cup of tea. Captain Marvel 2 is coming out, of course. Eternals, the Hawkeye show. We got some pictures from that, which is awesome. I'm excited for that, by the way. And then She-Hulk, and the big one, if you guys can see right here, this is like the big winner for Marvel, is Fantastic Four, directed by John Watts, who's directed Homecoming and Far From Home. They haven't announced the cast yet, but I think everyone wants John Krasinski and Emily Blunt severely. John Watts is a director. I think he's good, but also like they could have definitely gone another route. They could have gotten like a new guy. I don't know, someone who hasn't done any MCU movies. You know what I mean? Like that looks cool. That looks like it's going to be good. But at the same time, I don't know if this is just my opinion, but John Watts, I don't know if he has anything distinct about him as a director, because it seems like it could just be Kevin Feige pulling the strings and then John Watts' name is attached. And that's probably the case with a lot of these MCU movies. But it is what it is. I'm still excited for Fant Four Stick. That's what I'm going to call it for now. See if anyone gets mad. But who is it? My friend Andy, he agrees with me on Krasinski and Emily Blunt. He said Mark Wahlberg as the Thing. I'm like, I'm not opposed. And then what's the guy's name? Dacre Montgomery from Stranger Things, who plays Billy as the Human Torch. That's pretty good casting. I mean, I've heard Zac Efron as well, but that's exciting stuff. I'm going to catch up in the chat now. I'm going to just If I miss any questions, I'm sorry. There's a lot, and I'm kind of just recapping, but I'll answer some questions. Let's see. Lightyear is also something I'm going to talk about in a second. Yeah, I'm excited for Lightyear. But that's going to be awesome. Let's see. Ian, hope you're doing well, man. I'm curious about one thing. I'm from Atlanta, and since you're from Atlanta, name one thing that you like about it and one thing you dislike about the city. I did not know that you were from Atlanta. I don't think, Ian. That's awesome, though. I don't think I knew that. I knew you were in Georgia, but Atlanta, crazy. One thing I like about it, I think it has great food. I like the food quite a bit, and that's a positive. Something I dislike about it strongly is the traffic. I can't stand that at all. It's awful. Thanks for watching, Ian. By the way, thanks for joining. Let's see. Cobb Vanth. I hope Cobb Vanth comes back. That'd be awesome. I already answered some of these. I'm kind of like way out. I'm way scrambled in the chat right now. Go watch Cam's new WandaVision trailer. Yeah, definitely go check it out. She's been discouraged if she's in here about her content on YouTube because she's had a rough day editing, I think, because something was wrong, but it looks fine. It looks crystal clear to me. So I don't know. Maybe she's just a perfectionist. Who knows? If you're in here, you can tell Cam to come join, and she'll be mad at me, but it is what it is. I hope they make a spin-off going back to Mandalore, telling the story of what Bo-Katan and others. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. I like that idea. Jaron says, definitely my favorite Star Wars movie, Rogue One, is the bomb. I respect it, Jaron, but I disagree. To quote Howard Ratner, I disagree. I wonder who's going to voice Vader. Yeah, maybe Hayden Christensen. And they do some what's it called? What's that stuff T-Pain does? Auto-tune? We'll see, man. But I think they'll do it the right way. Jar Jar needs his own show. Jar Jar got his own show. I would try Tide Pods, I think is what you meant to say. Yeah. That would be horrible. It would have to be animated because no one would want to watch some live action Jar Jar probably. That would just be awful. Oh my gosh, that would be so annoying. He might end up showing up in the droid show for all we know, because that could be a prequel. I don't know when that droid story is taking place. Let's see. Doing some catching up here. Are you at all afraid of the Star Wars franchise being oversaturated and the creators becoming lazy with the quality of content in the future? I am. And I'm also worried about that with Marvel, because they're just, anytime you're producing a product at that high of a capacity, there's a risk, right, that it's not going to be a banger every time. And I think it was Ben Bateman tweet that. He was like, I still expect Star Wars movies and stuff to be classics, but there's going to be some stinkers probably because the probability of one not being as good is higher. I don't know if every TV show is going to land like The Mandalorian does. I know some people don't like The Mandalorian even. It's still scary though, right? Like, I love Star Wars. I don't want anything to be bad, but I don't know. If it's not good, I just won't watch it. I'm not going to. That's a lot of TV if you think about it. A lot of time. So I don't know if I will end up watching every show. I probably will, but Droid Story, if it's not really connected to anything, maybe I'll let that one slide. Visions, I might let that one slide. So we'll have to see. I am a little nervous though, to be honest. Let's see. Gavin says I'm a Ravenclaw. Very nice. I feel like those are rare. Have you watched Knives Out and what'd you think? I really enjoyed it. Goes with the season right now. Yeah, I love Knives Out. I have the sweater. Cam got it for me. It's like very similar to the sweater that Chris Evans wears. It's like the beige color. What color is that? I'm not good with colors. Tan. It's very comfortable. I wore it in my Deck the Halls video. By the way, you should check out my recent videos. Deck the Halls, I watched for the first time. Mandalorian review, and I actually talk in depth about my Star Wars excitement for the upcoming shows and all that. So if you want like really in-depth thoughts on each of those, definitely go check out that video. Have you watched Horrible Bosses? Not yet. No, I haven't yet. Lightyear. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Lightyear. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great. Chris Evans, charisma. That's a word to define him. Speaking of Chris Evans, if they ever remake Die Hard, I want him to play John McClane. I think he could definitely do it. I do. And also, it's Pixar. Like, Pixar, come on. It's going to be good. Maybe it'll be like Monsters U. And Monsters U is good. But what I mean by that is it'll like fit right into the story. And I don't even know if it's the Buzz Lightyear, if it's Buzz Lightyear, like the toy. I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense. It made sense in my head. It probably came out completely gibberish to you, but yeah. Let's see. Who's directing the finale, Mando? I think Jon Favreau is. Let's see. Clouds is your favorite movie? Awesome. Yeah. Loki looks awesome. It looks really cool. Yeah, I'm on board with it. It's going to take a while to really hook me, I think. Matilda says, first time being in the live, by the way, and I really enjoy it. Well, thank you very much. That means a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Ewan from MChat, how you doing, man? I'm actually awake. Yeah, it's like, what time is it? It's like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 or 1 in the morning out there, right? I want to say. So thanks for staying up and joining, man. It means a lot. I know you're excited about that Star Wars news. It's awesome. Let's see. Eddie, yes, what's going on? But I don't have Trevor. I see Trevor's in the chat right now. I'm going to get to Trevor in a second from Film Keys. You should go subscribe to him if you haven't. Get him to 900, please. Please do it. But Eddie, what's going on? How are you? Are you doing well? I hope you are. The holiday season is upon us, my friend. Marvel stuff looks dope. The animation style for What If reminded me of Avengers Assemble on Disney XD a while back. Yeah, I never watched that on Disney XD, but I hear what you're saying. Like, to some, it could seem pretty cool. I think it looked cool. Like, it looked fine. I didn't love it though. That's the thing. I didn't love the animation style. Then again, it might work when I watch a few. I think the main like plot from the trailer, the little What If, was there like a captain? What is it called? Was Peggy Carter like a Captain America for England or something like that? And then T'Challa with Star-Lord. I feel like those are the two I remember. Is there going to be like a zombie Captain America too? Whatever they do, I think it'll be awesome. I totally lost my place in here, by the way, too. So where was I? Trevor, what's going on? How you doing? I want a Jon Favreau to direct Fantastic Four. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. He does a great job with The Mandalorian. Great job with Iron Man. I'm on board for that. That would be cool. I don't know I think he might be past the MCU though, honestly. I think he's done with that. And he's like, honestly, kind of running Star Wars right now, in my opinion, which is cool. I love what he's doing with Star Wars. Cinecreep, I'm excited for Fantastic Four. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Fantastic Four is early in development, but I am beyond ecstatic for. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Also, I know that there's a ton of new We didn't even talk about the, what's it called? We didn't even talk about the Spider-Man movie that, I mean, they didn't really talk about that there because it's probably like half Sony, half Marvel. They were like, we already dropped all the news on that over social media. So that's probably their mindset. Why no super chats? I don't know how to turn those things on yet. Like, I don't know. I guess there was something I needed to do to turn them on. But I do have access to that, but I guess they aren't working. I don't know. Jaron said the same thing. So I honestly don't know. I'm uncultured. That's what I'm saying, Trev. Yeah. I'm a bum. That's why I am a bum. I'll look that up after this though. John Watts, no bueno. I've heard that a lot of people aren't excited about that. And like I said, I think they probably could have gone with someone better because John Watts already has Spider-Man in the MCU. So they could have brought someone in new to do Fantastic Four, but life goes on and we have to adapt. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to be like all psychological. Have you watched War Horse from Seoul? Water break, by the way. Usually I have Trevor in here to talk while I drink some water. Got to stay hydrated for these streams. Have I watched War Horse? I watched it in 10th grade in class, and I thought it was awful. It's probably my least favorite Spielberg movie, truthfully. It's just not good to me at all. Just like awful, actually. I was like flaming the movie in class. Like, I did not have a pleasant experience with that. Michael says, Loki, What If, and Falcon and Winter Soldier look great. I'm also really interested in WandaVision. Yeah, I agree. I'm really excited for all those. Anything new MCU, it's been too long. It's been way, way too long, and I'm excited. Falcon and Winter Soldier is my number one most anticipated. Spoilers for a possible video I might do, but we'll see. I may or may not make that video. He didn't invite me because he hates me. Maybe not. I'm just playing. Trevor and Cam actually already. Cam's in here now. Hi, Cam. They already did a live on this, so I was like, I don't know if they want to talk about it again. That's literally my reasoning. So. Yeah, Cam might join later though. Who knows? We'll see. Marvel's going to be amazing in 2021. Definitely. Yeah. Can't wait for Haley Steinfeld to be in Hawkeye. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. And I've seen her in, what have I seen her in? She's Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse. She's definitely in something else I've seen. I just can't pinpoint it. Rami Malek, Mr. Fantastic. I disagree, but I think that he could still be in the MCU as someone though. Like he I don't know. He's more of an evil like actor. I think he could do like maybe Doctor Doom. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. Let me know. Newest episode of Mando has had the most character building I've seen in any Star Wars film. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil what happened, but I was excited for a lot of things that happened in that episode for sure. Really got to know more about Mayfeld and Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian. So, excuse me, I ate dinner before this, so I'm a little gassy. But yeah, I'm excited, and it was good. Good character development, definitely. Jaron says, Lightyear is definitely my most anticipated. Chris Evans, in my mind, is the only voice I could think to do justice to the character of Tim Allen. Wondering if the story is going to be realistic. Yeah, I would be. I don't know if anyone in here watched Buzz Lightyear Space Command. I used to rent it from Blockbuster, and that was not realistic. And that's what I want, actually. I think it would be cool to see like a Buzz Lightyear, like a fantasy, like not like a toy, but at the same time, just an origin for Lightyear. Kind of like the opening, is it Toy Story 2? Where they're playing the video game? Like that is what I would like to see. A movie like that would be amazing. Really excited for Rangers of the New Republic. Yes, me too. Anything in that Mandalorian timeline it gets me hype. So yeah, I'm excited for that, definitely. And Favreau and Filoni, like I said. Are you going to invite Nathan Hale and Nick onto the chat? They can join if they want. If they see that I'm live, but I would like to go live with them again one day because I love going live and talking to those guys. It's 12:50 over here. Just finished rewatching Gremlins, so I thought I'd drop in for a bit. Well, thanks for dropping by, you, and it means a lot. I've never seen Gremlins, so is that a crime? Should I watch Gremlins? I know, it's crazy, right? Ian, I strongly agree with your two choices about Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta for about 10 years, then I moved about 2 years and I live in Calhoun. Oh, okay. I know where that is. Yeah, Atlanta traffic is wild, man. I'm not crazy about it. Bad Batch and Rangers going to be great. Yeah, I think so. I'm very excited. Have you watched Zathura, which is directed by Jon Favreau? I have. I had that movie on DVD. Kind of freaked me out, honestly. Like certain aspects of it freaked me out, but I have seen Zathura multiple times, and I thought it was solid. I probably won't watch it ever again just because of like childhood trauma in a way. But yeah, I've seen it. Trevor, who usually joins me, he says Bad Batch might be my most anticipated show from Star Wars. And I haven't seen Clone Wars or Rebels, but damn, Bad Batch looks bomb. Yeah, it looks amazing. I know once you finish Stranger Things, you're going to start Clone Wars, and I'm excited to hear your take on it. It's an amazing show, man. And Rebels, I have only seen a few episodes of. I'm excited to get into that after I finish this. There's so much Star Wars content to watch. It's honestly mind-blowing. But hey, they're making their money and keeping everyone entertained, so I'm not complaining. Will you be releasing Marvel TV show and movie ranking video like you did for the Star Wars stuff? I might. It just depends on how I'm feeling after this, honestly. Honestly, if you want to see that, everyone in here needs to go like and comment on the Star Wars one, and that way I'll make one for Marvel. If you guys like those kind of videos, just let me know. Hitting the like button really does show the support and makes me want to do more videos like that. So just let me know if you want to see more. Cam's in here, like I said. Trevor says, "Gotta go. Talk to you later." Cam is here to stay now because her and I are best friends, not you, Chris. Yeah, I know. I'm a bum. It's totally fine. I get it. Just forget about me, right? I'm just playing. I'm glad that JJ and Ryan Johnson were kicked off Star Wars. Yeah, that or they just aren't talking about. I feel like, yeah, they're kind of gone, right? Like they're not doing anything. They would have announced that already, I assume. Have you heard about Warner Bros. And their upcoming projects? Yeah, the whole HBO Max ordeal. That's crazy. I know that it's going to cause what's the word? Ripples. That's the word in the film community because a lot of directors are kind of freaking out, and it could kind of be the death of the theater, as a lot of people are saying. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but I don't know. It's like I want my new content, but at the same time, I totally get why a lot of studios are freaking out. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Is that the term I'm looking for? Maybe, yeah. I personally don't mind watching them at my house. I know that's blasphemous to some, but yeah, it is what it is. Is Willow getting a reboot? I heard about that. I don't even know what Willow is, but I think I did see something like that. I want Joss Whedon to direct Fantastic Four because I just rewatched The Avengers. I think Joss Whedon's kind of done when it comes to the MCU, quite frankly. He had a short-lived career, and then he did the Justice League thing, which was fine. By the way, I don't like Justice League. I don't know what I'm saying. I was distracted by a text. Edge of 17. Yeah, she's in that movie. I haven't seen it, though. She is in that, though. Haven't seen it, though, funnily enough. Rami Malek would be a good Brainiac / scientist character. Yes, I agree. Something evil, kind of maniacal. I think that would be good for Rami Malek. Kind of like how he's playing a Bond villain soon, which is very exciting. I'm excited for that. Truthfully, one of my favorite, one of my most anticipated movies. Movie Geek says, for Hawkeye, I'm happy they put everything together as a comic book reader. I love Matt Fraction run, and also the Echo, the new character actress, is deaf. That makes me happy because I'm deaf. Oh, I didn't know you were deaf, Bernardo. I did not know that. Yeah. I didn't even know anything about the comics either. Because I haven't really read that many, and a lot of people know that, but that's cool. I'm glad that they're appeasing to the fans, man. That's awesome. John Krasinski is also my pick for Mr. Fantastic. I'm right there with you on that. If you could be a part of one Marvel family / group, what would you be a part of? I'd either say Avengers or X-Men, possibly Four Stick. If you just heard a loud noise, my dad just sneezed in the other room. So that's what that was. Sonic Boom. Let's see. Avengers or X-Men, possibly Fantastic Four. I definitely want to be in the Avengers, probably. I mean, they're my favorite for sure. Lightyear is going to be basically the beginning of Toy Story 2. That's what I hope for. That would be amazing because I love the opening of Toy Story 2. It's one of the coolest Toy Story sequences. I also love the opening of Toy Story 3, and both those are like imagined, like when Andy's playing, it's like brought to life, and I think that's what it's going to be like. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. Are you proud of me for posting today? From Kim. Very, yeah. I looked on it and it was 1080p, so I don't know what you're talking about unless you just re-edit it with the Google Chrome stuff. But either way, it looks good. Ian says, have you ever watched any of the Fast and Furious movies? I'm now watching them for the first time and kind of hesitant to continue with the rest. My review of the first on Letterboxd. Yeah. I've seen 1 through 8, haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw, and I'm not crazy about them. I used to like them a lot more in like 6th grade, but now I sold the set years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. It's just, it's very mad to me. It's like disposable action. There's other action franchises I prefer, such as Bond, Mission Impossible. Even like the Avengers movies have better action, I think. And it's just like the characters start to lack to me, and it just gets way too far-fetched for my liking. So I don't know. That's a commitment right there to get through them. If you really just want to finish the Fast and Furious movies, I know the 5th one is where they kind of pick up, but I can't really recommend it unless you're really into it, you know? So Cam says, I like those videos. Thank you, Cam. Michael says Rebels isn't worth it to watch 4 seasons of, in my opinion. Just watch the finale for some upcoming stuff. Clone Wars is great. I've heard that a lot of people say Rebels is kiddie. I kind of felt that way, no lie, when I was watching it. I haven't really talked about it, but I still think I'm going to give it a shot because I heard it gets really good. Thrawn is like a character I'm going to need to know about, so I got to get on it. I got to do it. For my little obsessive mind, I will have to watch it all before the next season of Mandalorian. Can you rank these Jon Favreau movies? Iron Man 1, Iron Man, Zathura, Lion King, and Jungle Book, Elf, and Mandalorian. Sure, yeah. So number 1 for me would be Iron Man. Number 2 would be The Mandalorian. Number 3 would be Elf, and then I'd go The Jungle Book, Zathura, and Lion King. I can't stand the Lion King. Thanks for the question, Mitchell. But like the live action Lion King is atrocious to me. Like I hate that movie. Can we talk about Pixar going the original route? I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm so stoked for that. Is it Pixar that's doing a movie in Italy called, what is that movie called? Does anyone know? Is it Pixar or Walt Disney Animated Studios? I don't know, but it's an Italian movie, I want to say. Kind of like the Call Me By Your Name setting. But whatever that's called, I think it looks really good. And what's up, Ryan? How are you doing? Thanks for joining, man. Glad to see you here. Michael says I have to go. See y'all. Well, thanks for joining. I really like your profile picture, and thank you again for joining. How are people watching Soul? I didn't know people were watching Soul unless they got screeners, which I know some people did get screeners. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it on Disney Plus on Christmas Day when it comes out, and I'm gonna try and get a review up, get a Pixar ranking up. I'm excited for all that. Why do you hate Warhorse? It was extremely long. Not a lot of character development for me, and I just didn't really care about the horse, which is kind of an issue. Like the horse was supposed to be the protagonist, which was weird to me. Like I just didn't care in a weird way. But it was also years ago, so maybe it would change on rewatch. I don't know. It's been a really long time though, like I said. So by the way, if you're in here, definitely hit the like button. And if you aren't subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button so you can catch more content. Marvel, Star Wars, all that good stuff coming soon. Cam says it says 1080p, but it looks 420p no matter what. I don't know. I disagree respectfully because I clicked on it and I clicked 1080p and it looked clear to me, and I think most people will agree. So that might just be you, Cam. Might be you. Um, did you hear they've announced 7 more Kingsman films? I did not. That is insane. That's like 9 in total now, or sorry, 10, because they're having another one coming out this upcoming year, right? So that's wild. I haven't seen Kingsman though. Those are on my watch list for next year. I think Kingsman 1 and 2 I'm going to try and watch before the new one, maybe rank them, something like that. But yeah, Ray Fiennes in the new one excites me. That's Voldemort for anyone who doesn't know. He's a great actor. Great actor. Superhero fan, number one superhero fan. What's up? Do you agree with me that 4 Toy Story movies is not enough and they should make a TV show? I think that 3 Toy Story movies was enough. 4, I think, was good. It did make me very teary-eyed at the end, but they didn't need it in my opinion necessarily. TV show, I don't know. I don't think they need it personally. I think the story could end, but if they do continue it, I would like to see probably Woody, I guess. But at the same time, his journey's kind of done too. So I don't know. They have a lot of possibilities they could do. They probably will do something Toy Story in the future, but I'm content with them just chilling for now. Water break, by the way. Like I said, usually I have other people in here, so I'll drink water when they're talking. But since I'm doing this alone, I got to drink water every now and then. Sorry about that glitch on you answering my first question. Can you repeat that answer again? What was the question? Because I've gone through them. Do you hate Warhorse? I just don't think there's a lot of character development, and I'm not crazy. I remember it being boring, but it's been years since I've seen it. So, Luca, that's the name of it. Yeah, Luca. And Luca Guadagnino directed Call Me by Your Name. That's why I was thinking. I don't even know if the movie's in Italy, but it's like something, and it's called Luca. That's correct. Yeah. Do you have plans on watching Safety? Probably not. That's the Clemson movie, right? About the football player. I don't think I'm going to check that one out, but you never know. You never know. By the way, if you just joined, I did more talking about the Star Wars and Marvel news earlier on, and now we're just kind of doing a Q&A, talking about all the news, Pixar, Disney stuff. By the way, Disney, like Walt Disney Animated Studios, has like a bunch of shows coming. I think there's like a Moana show, a Princess and the Frog show, a Baymax show from Big Hero 6. That's all pretty exciting stuff too. And is there a Pixar show with Doug and Carl? No, not Carl, excuse me. Russell and Doug and Carl. Is there a show with them? Like, what's that? I think I might have heard something about that. Pixar is doing Encanto, which is also being written by Lin-Manuel Miranda or something like that. Oh, that's awesome. I think I might have seen that news, but I never really saw. Is there a teaser? I did not see the teaser. I need to check that out. By the way, In the Heights comes out next year, and I'm very excited for that. So that's awesome. I think it's going to be on HBO Max, depending on what happens. But I'm excited for that. Michael says, "Never mind, I'm back." Well, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining again. Let's see. How do you feel about Andrew Garfield and Alfred Molina signing on for Spider-Man 3? I'm honestly low-key pumped, but it has to be done right. Yeah, I'm very excited for all the announcements that are made. However, I honestly wish that it was never fully announced, because it would just be so cool to go see the movie. And then, like, imagine experiencing that for this. Like, all you heard was rumors, kind of like how people were rumoring about all these other MCU movies. Oh, this person could pop up here, but it actually happens. That would be even cooler. But I get that they're going to try and probably break box office records with it, just for the hype alone. So it makes sense, but also they're kind of, I don't know, it's revealing, like, it's making it extremely obvious about like the multiverse and stuff, which is cool. Multiverse of Madness already gave that away. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Alfred Molina is cool. I want Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin back, though. Like, that is what I need. The first 2 Kingsman films are free on the FX streaming service. Well, that's good to know. That's probably where I'll watch them. Thank you for that. I know it's an unpopular show, but what do you think about the I Am Groot show? I totally forgot to mention that for some reason. It wasn't on the picture, but yeah. Isn't that going to be like a very short, like shorts kind of? It's going to be fine. I'm not like pumped for it personally, but it'll probably be like cute. Cute would be the word I would use to describe that. Like something fun to maybe kill some time. I don't know. They're also doing a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which is cool. That should be fun. And that's probably canon too, right? So that's even cooler. Take some water real quick. The Up show is happening. Yeah, that's exciting. Up is like one of the best Pixar movies in my opinion. Breaks my heart in the first 10 minutes, and the fact that they're doing a show out of it is very cool. On Disney Plus too, I would assume. And what's the name of it? Does anyone know? That's awesome though. Basement Blues. I don't think I've seen you in here. What's up? How you doing? I agree about Toy Story. 3 films was enough, but the 4th was enjoyable. Yeah, I agree. Like the 3rd one was like the perfect conclusion to the trilogy, and the 4th one was like fine, right? Like I wanted to love it so much more than I did when it ended. I was trying to get myself to love it even more. I think in my first ranking I did of those, I put it like at number 2, just to like try and please everyone. But it's definitely my least favorite Toy Story movie looking back on it, and probably like the least memorable personally. Mitchell says, do you watch The Big Bang Theory? Occasionally. I'll watch an episode here and there. It's not my favorite by any means, though. I know my girlfriend Cam, she's doing here. She loves it. She loves The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's like her favorite. The show is called Doug Days, and it's a short episode series. Oh, that's cool. That should be fun. Like the Forky one. Isn't there a Forky show similar to that? I haven't watched it, but Doug Days. I like it. Movie Geek says that's what I've been saying. I want them to keep a secret and save it for the surprise. Yeah, like that surprise on the big screen would just be epic, right? Like I wish that they had kept it all a secret, but it's all out in the news now. And it's probably going to be in the trailers, but you know, they got to do what they got to do, I guess, at a certain point. Michael says that's neat. I've never even heard about that show. Yeah. If you're talking about the Up show, I'm very excited for that. Up is just so, I don't know, something about Up is like comfort food in a way. Like it's just so comforting to watch that movie. After you get your heart ripped out early on, you can kind of relax and enjoy the adventure through the end. And Michael Giacchino's score, by the way, brilliant in that. But yeah, it's a cool little idea for a TV show, I'd want to say. Mitchell says, I meant my first question was, have you watched Horrible Bosses? Not yet. I have not yet watched it. No. But I have it on Blu-ray over there, thanks to my friend. So, very cool. Sheldon is also my favorite Big Bang character. Yeah, I feel like he's a lot of people's. He's like the funniest. When he's not on screen, I'm not interested. Yes, shut up, Marvel. Yeah, they're revealing a little too much for my liking, I'd say. Marvel movie reviews and stuff. Do you remember my name since I haven't been on your lives for so long? I won't be offended if you don't. Lewis, I do remember your name. Sometimes I'm a timid with saying people's names because I don't know if they get like offended if I say their names. But yeah, Lewis, from Marvel movie reviews and stuff. How are you doing? I know that you also comment on my TikToks recently, which I am posting on TikTok more for the 7 people in here, at Chris.Bowie. It's the thing now. I'm going to post like as many as I can a day. Try and grow my brand over there. Ian says, Michael says the Groot show. Yeah, I think it's going to be short episodes. It's a pretty cool concept. Ian says, Chris and I can agree on multiple things, but one thing is for certain. A Christmas Story is way underrated. Just ask Chris himself. Yeah. Good one, Ian. I think that would be so overrated, and I can't stand it, but he knows that based on the way he wrote the message. If you want to see my full thoughts, I have a video on A Christmas Story, and I have a Letterboxd review where I kind of am not too nice to it. I just don't like the movie at all, and I got some hate for it. I think that's like 8 or 9 dislikes, which is funny. That's just the way I felt about the movie, though, and some people took it the wrong way, I guess. Michael says Up is actually my second favorite movie of all time. Very cool. Up is great. I'm going to rewatch that soon. Granted, my life's getting pretty busy right now with new movies and TV shows and trips and Christmas and all this stuff. So I don't know when, but I would like to watch Up soon because it's great. I watched it back in March. Same with Ratatouille. I want to rewatch Ratatouille. I love Ratatouille. I want to get more Ratatouille content. Vincent Smith, do you collect Disney 4K physical media? It depends. I have some 4K steelbooks. I have Monsters, Inc., Ratatouille, Up on 4K steelbook. What else? I think I have what is it? Wreck-It Ralph I have on a 4K steelbook too, so that's really cool. But no, I don't like seek out 4Ks. If there's a good deal, I'll get a 4K. But I have a lot of Blu-rays for Disney stuff. The Movie Geek says, one day I would love to join your live stream. I am planning to do a live stream to celebrate finally out for winter break, which is next week for me. Oh, congrats. Well, congrats on making it to the end, man, because the break is now for me, and it's good to clear your mind and all that. So, yeah, I hear you with that. And, yeah, it'd be me and Trevor probably if you want to join us one day. Yeah, let us know, man. Have fun with your stream, by the way. That's awesome. Lewis says, so they just announced all the Marvel and Star Wars stuff around 1 a.m. for me, and I was trying so hard not to scream out loud. Yeah, I bet. It was crazy. There were so many big, huge, monumental things announced. It's honestly wild. Tenet coming out Tuesday from Edius. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up Tenet for sure. Probably on 4K with a nice slipcover, and try and watch it soon. But like I said, I'm getting pretty busy with all this stuff that's happening in my life right now. But I'm gonna keep grinding, as they say. I'm gonna try and watch it. I've seen it twice, but I want to watch it again. Ratatouille spin-off show. Sign a petition for it. Hey, I'm down. I am down. I will sign that petition if it is made. I will. We need it. We also need Ratatouille the musical, and it might be happening. We'll have to see. Have you watched the YTP video of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, called Obi-Wan Drinks Qui-Gon's Gin? No, I have not. I haven't even heard of that, I don't think. So, interesting, though. Sounds pretty interesting. I haven't even heard of it, though. Ian says, I honestly thought A Christmas Story was decent. It is way overrated, and I can't agree on certain things that you said about it. My review on it was long, but I had to say what I had to say. Yeah. It's just not my cup of tea at all. I know a lot of people grew up with it and it's classic, but it was so boring to me and just irritating. Like, I didn't care about anything really. And the plot was like lackluster, to say the least. But I really go in depth on that movie in, what's it called? I go in depth on that movie in my video on it. So check that out if you haven't. Vincent Smith, ever experienced steelbook damages? Unfortunately, yeah. I'm looking at my shelf right now, by the way. I did. I think that it was, sometimes they're dented and that's like awful. And my Mary Poppins one, the original Mary Poppins, has like a big old dent on the front. Like it's a ding. Like that ruins it, right? And when spines have like the little thing and like the line in the middle, oh, I hate that. So I have unfortunately experienced it. It's something all collectors go through, I feel like, and it's not fun. Do you think Disney will be releasing Marvel and Star Wars movies on Blu-ray and DVD in the future, considering they'll be going to Disney Plus anyway? Something I hope they keep doing. I hope they keep releasing them on Blu-ray, but I'm nervous for the future of physical media. I am, because like I love buying it, not only to own it, but also like to display it. Like I have this movie and I can hold it physically. Like I just like that feeling. I've always been that way. So I really do hope that they stick to physical media. I really do. And I think they will, but we'll have to see. I'm so hyped for the Secret Invasion series and Ironheart series. They're going to be great. What do you think about them? I don't know much about them, honestly. So, yeah, I'm excited, I guess. Like anything Marvel, I'm excited enough for, right? I just don't know that much about it at all, unfortunately. So I can't say too much. Vincent is amazing. You're only 20 years old. I'm actually 21 years old. Just turned 21 the other week. So cheers. I see the emoji there. So cheers. Do you own Star Trek 2009 on Blu-ray? No, I used to, and I sold it. I sold those movies just because I didn't need to own them. I found myself rarely wanting to revisit the Star Trek movies, but I enjoy them for the most part. Just not enough to rewatch them all the time. The Movie Geek says I liked it, but it's a tad bit overrated. I assume you're referring to A Christmas Story, and I didn't like it, but I do think it's overrated. Michael Morrison, have you seen Sweeney Todd? Yeah, I actually watched that for the first time in October with Johnny Depp, right? And it's a good movie. It's really good, actually. I did a video with You and Reviews, actually, on his channel. Spoiler review, long old discussion about it. It was a lot of fun. The music in that is good, and Johnny Depp is a really good singer. Vincent says, are you going to have a top 10 2020 movies? That's the plan, yeah. On like the second or last day of the year, I'm going to talk about it. And yeah, I got to watch a few more so that I can actually have 10 valid movies to talk about. But yes, I plan to. That's one of my favorite videos to make each year. And it's funny because last year was my first year on YouTube. So this will only be my second ever top 10 favorite of the year. And I'm excited for it. Basement Blues says spine slashes are pretty bad. Yeah, they're pretty awful. They're really awful, actually. And I can't stand when like slip covers have a rip on them or a scratch or a tear. Like that's just terrible too. The Movie Geek says, I'm always worried about physical media. I want to continue collecting them because I'm always a physical media person over digital. I am 21 as well. Well, happy 21 club, I guess. And yeah, I'm really worried about physical media going away because it's like a whole shelf of it over there, like a whole wall, probably a lot of money on it. And if it goes away, that would be massively disappointing. Marvel movie reviews and stuff. Secret Invasion will have Fury and Talos in it and will be about a group of rogue Skrulls aiming to infiltrate areas. I didn't even know that. That's really awesome, though. That sounds intriguing for sure. I like Nick Fury, so anything he's in, I'm kind of on board with. Let's see. Ironheart is about Riri Williams, who is essentially the new Iron Man and is smart enough to create her own suits of armor. You learn something new every day. See, I didn't even know who Ironheart was. That's why I kind of didn't even touch on it. But thank you for the information. I'll have to do some research on that. And I'm sure I'll enjoy that. Like I said, most Marvel things excite me. Vincent Smith says Basement Blues does fantastic physical media unboxing. I'll have to check out Basement Blues. Thanks for joining, Vincent, as well as Basement Blues. I'm a big fan of unboxing videos, so I'll check them out. Mitchell says, when are you going to rebuy Star Trek 2009 on Blu-ray? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I would buy the trilogy set if I were to do that, but I don't know. I don't think I need them personally. Have you watched Songbird yet? If not, do you plan on watching it? No, I don't think I've heard of Songbird. Is that a new movie? I don't think I've heard of it. Mid-Level Media, Ken, what's going on, man? Congrats on 1K subs. You hit 1K, right? I'm pretty sure you did. Congratulations, my friend. The grind does not stop. Physical media is so important. I started watching Home Alone on Disney Plus last night, and the quality was so bad and glitchy, I had to put my Blu-ray in. Much better, yeah. Disney Plus, especially sometimes, like if your Wi-Fi is not like top tier Wi-Fi, it will like not be full like HD, and that's so annoying. That's why I love Blu-rays. And also, you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi going out. You just have the movie and you can pop it in, and that's that. And that's what I love about Blu-rays. So physical media will survive if we all make it survive. And I think we're doing a decent enough job as collectors and movie fans. So I'm excited. I'm excited to keep buying blues. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Ewan says, when do you think Rogue Squadron will be set? Initially, I assumed it would be original trilogy era, but the X-Wing in the logo looks like it's from the sequels. Yeah, I have no clue. Maybe it's between the original trilogy and the sequels. I don't know, though. I don't think it'll be to original trilogy. I think it would probably lean towards the gap between the original trilogy and sequel. That's my guess. Have you watched Argo? Yeah, I have watched Argo. It is a good movie. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in years. I would like it much more now, I want to say. But yeah, I was intrigued by it. Argo, F yourself. They always say that, right? Like it's who is it? Alan Arkin and Bryan Cranston are in that movie. It's a really good cast, and the movie was intriguing. So I got to revisit that one. It's been years, like probably 7 years. Have you watched Jingle All the Way? Because I just released a review today. Haven't seen Jingle All the Way, but I know Trevor did not like it. I've heard a lot of people either like it for its cheesiness and like how bad it is, because I haven't heard anyone say it's actually a good movie. I haven't seen it, though, so I might be watching that one and doing a first-time watch video on it. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Lewis says, Songbird is a film directed by Michael Bay starring KJ Apa and is set 4 years in the future about COVID-23 in a quarantine dangerous world. No, I haven't even heard of that. That sounds bizarre. Like, that sounds bizarre. I don't know if I would like that, but thanks for letting me know about it, Lewis. It sounds crazy, and Michael Bay sounds really wild. Ken says, yeah, I just hit 1K this week, releasing a celebration video tonight. Well, congrats again, man. I will check that video out, and well-deserved. Like I said, I had film stocked on Instagram a long time ago. We kind of met there, and we've now interacted on YouTube quite a bit. Got to meet up on Elliot's Guardians watch-along. So, yeah, hope you're doing well, and I would love to do a collab one day. Movie Geek says, can't wait to own Tenet on 4K. Me too. I bet it's going to be amazing. And is anyone else going to use subtitles? Is anyone else going to use subtitles when they watch Tenet? I'm going to try it out and see what happens. Do you think they're going to have 8K physical media? I don't. And if they do, it'll be years from now, but I don't know if they'll do it because they're still releasing all these movies on 4K. So it's like, all these people are buying up 4K movies, and then they're going to buy 8K movies. It's like, I can't see it happening, and I wouldn't even buy 8K. I don't think I would, honestly. Michael says, have to go. See you guys. Thanks for joining, Michael. I enjoyed seeing you here. Hope to see you in future comment sections and live streams. Just thanks a lot for the support. The Movie Geek says, I think Jingle All the Way is my guilty pleasure movie, and I love it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoy it. I've only really seen is like, put the cookie down. I can't do an Arnold impression right now. My mouth's very dry. Hold on. Honestly, I will spare you for my Arnold impression because it's not the best, but put the cookie down. Is that the line from that movie? And Turbo Man? That's that movie, right? I haven't seen it, but I know enough about it to feel like I've seen it, if that makes any sense. Mitchell says, have you seen Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis? I feel like we've asked this before, and I have not, but I know Trevor has, I think, because you asked this, I want to say, last stream. But no, I have not seen Friends with Benefits. Ken says, have you seen Scrooge with Bill Murray? Highly recommend that for a first-time watch. Have not seen it, but that's one I could definitely do a first-time watch for. My Christmas watch list is getting pretty big. There's movies like Fred Claus, Jingle All the Way. There's another one on there. Let me pull it up real quick, but let's see. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Movies watch list. It's in my notes on my phone. Yeah, Miracle on 34th Street and Bad Santa. So maybe I could replace some of those because I know Bad Santa doesn't look very good to me. But I haven't seen those. I said that line in the opening of my review. LOL. Yeah, I feel like that's the line from that movie. 4K movies are like $25 or 25. Is that euros each? So 8K will end up being like 30 to 35 each, which is too much, I think. Yeah. Yeah, like so 4K is like $30 here. So like an 8K would be like 45. That's a lot for one movie. A lot. Ken says, thanks, man. Been awesome interacting with you on all social media platforms. Anytime I'm down to collab, just have to work out details. Yeah. Honestly, I'm so busy the rest of this year. I'd love to do something next year, though. Maybe a Whiplash video. I know we both love Whiplash. That would be fun. A Whiplash watch-along would be fun with Trevor, too. Like any of those, I'm down for. We'll be in discussions. We'll be in talks. Arjun, what's going on? How you doing? Will you have to binge a lot of films for 100 movies? I think I only have 8 left, and most of them are like double. I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I have to watch 2 PIXAR movies that I haven't seen, Cars 3 and Good Dinosaur. I'm going to watch a few DC movies I haven't seen for DC ranking, and then a few Christmas movies. So I'm almost there. I just got to push through. I'll probably watch them in like 2 days. I'll like just watch movies straight for 2 days, and I'll be done. And I'll have one final 100 movies update for everyone, and that'll be it. It'll be done. Probably not going to rank them. I said I would, but I'm just going to do the final update, and I'll be done with it. And it will feel good to be done with it. Like I'm excited. Let's see. Basement Blues. Too many movies to watch and just not enough time. The watch pile gets pretty high. Yeah, I feel you with that. Like every day you could talk to someone and they're like, oh, have you seen this movie? And you're like, no. And like, oh, got to add it to the list. And then you could end up watching all those movies, and then you could find 100 more movies the next day. So the watch list is never ending. And the rewatch is what kills me because I love rewatching movies, but it's sad because I totally lost my train of thought. I love rewatching movies, but I don't have enough time sometimes because I want to watch the stuff I do know I love instead of spending as much time watching new stuff that oftentimes disappoints, truthfully. So it's kind of tricky. It's a tricky game. Ken from Mid-Level Media says, Jingle All the Way is fun, but Scrooge is a legitimate Christmas classic. My favorite version of A Christmas Carol. Okay. I like the story of A Christmas Carol. I've just never seen a version that I really dig. The animated Jim Carrey one I don't really care for. And then there's one with George C. Scott or George S. Scott. George C. Scott, I think his name is. That one's all right. I saw that in class once. What's your favorite movie franchise? Star Wars, for sure. I love me some Star Wars. Lewis says, I'm almost finished with 100 movies list. I have 16 to watch and aim to finish by the end of January, February. Yeah, good luck with that. 100 movies is a gauntlet for sure. And I think that if I do it ever again, I will not pre-pick the movies. I'll have a list, but I won't stick to it because I was trying to stick to it this year. I've substituted, and there's nothing wrong with that. I still watched 100 movies, or I will have watched 100 movies for the first time. Pre-setting movies is like, oh, I have to watch this right now when I could watch another movie that piqued my interest that's also I haven't seen. So if you're going to do a 100 movies list, I would suggest being very flexible with it and like willing to take things off and put other things on. That's what I did, at least. Anything Whiplash, I'm there. Whiplash is amazing. So that's good to know. Good to know. Not quite my tempo. Let's see. Danny K says, what's up, dude? Would you never watch A New Hope again for $5 million? I don't know if I could do that. That's my favorite movie of all time. I don't know. But $5 million is enough to like, I mean, I could buy Lucasfilm and like, no, I couldn't. That was billions probably. With 5 million, I mean, I could still watch all the other Star Wars movies though. That's the thing. That's a tough one. It depends on I don't know. It depends. I think I'd have to watch A New Hope though. I don't know. I love that movie too much. That's so hard. That's a hard one. Arjun says Tenet was so awesome. It has some of the coolest action. Yeah, that's one of the greatest like action spectacles I've seen on the big screen. Like the highway scene is riveting, absolutely riveting. It sucked me in. I felt like I was in the car. Like it was wild. You should rewatch Polar Express. Yeah, I got to. That's one of my favorites from back in the day. And people like to talk crap about that movie now. Hold on, my throat's acting up. People like to talk crap about Polar Express. But the nostalgia is real, so I might have to give it a rewatch. Only Damien Chazelle movie I saw was La La Land. I haven't seen Whiplash. Oh, you got to watch Whiplash. It's a great one. Great movie. Thoughts on Ad Astra, divisive film, but I personally loved it. Have not seen Ad Astra. I've heard it's a snooze fest from some, and I've heard it's really great from others, so I'll have to check it out on my own and decide. Lewis, have you got around to watching Law Abiding Citizen yet? If not, you should watch it. It's great. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch that next year just because it's getting kind of crazy right now with life and just the watch list. Trying to finish 100 movies. There's DC, Pixar that are on the 100 movies that I got to watch. So it's kind of tough, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Have you ever seen Patton, the war movie with George C. Scott? Parts of it. That's one of my grandpa's favorite movies, and I know that he won Best Actor, and that movie won Best Picture, I want to say, but I haven't seen it fully, at least. Eddie says I'm 25 on my 100 movies list. I think up next might be It's a Wonderful Life, but we shall see. Yeah, great one. I might do a video on that. I know that the Nathan Hale's favorite movie of all time. Great YouTuber. Check him out if you haven't. I've seen the movie once, really, really enjoyed it. That was in 2018, and I have not gone back and rewatched it yet, but I have the Blu-ray, and I watched it on Blu-ray, blind bought it in 2018. My nose is starting to itch, by the way. We're at the hour mark, and I'm going to rewatch it, probably do a review of it. With $5 million, you could recreate A New Hope. This is probably true. Maybe more expensive, though, honestly. What's your worst movie franchise? Worst movie franchise? It's a good question. What's a bad movie franchise? I don't know. Fast and Furious I'm not crazy about, but there's worse franchises, I feel like. I haven't even... the Jurassic Park as a franchise is not that great, personally, but it might not be the worst. I have a bad experience with Tenet since I'm hearing aid, and honestly, I'm excited to watch it with subtitles. Yeah, subtitles is going to benefit a lot of people, I think. So I think that everyone should probably enjoy it a little more because it was so hard to understand what was happening sometimes. Certain Vids, what's going on? How you doing, man? Glad to see you in here. Check out Certain Vids channel if you have not. Great stuff over there. Ian says, I've never seen a Nolan film in my entire life. Which one should I start with? Are you a fan of Batman? If so, probably The Dark Knight, but also Inception, I think, is his best movie. But The Prestige is also a chef's kiss. And if Certain's still in here, I know he agrees. The Prestige is phenomenal movie. I feel like him and I were some of the earlier ones to talk about it, on live streams. We would always talk about The Prestige, and no one would really talk about it. And I think more people are coming around, like he said in his recent video, because that movie is slept on to the max. So good. Let's see. Arjun says, I think I may like La La Land just a bit better than Whiplash. Both are my top 20 favorites. Yeah, both are my top 20 favorites as well. For different reasons. Like La La Land, nostalgia for me because I saw it one of my first dates with my girlfriend, and the music's great. But Whiplash is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like when I saw it for the first time, I was blown away, and the ending is phenomenal. The music's great. Chazelle's direction's great. Fletcher alone, that performance, one of the best in cinema. So yeah, they're both really, really good though. I'm excited to see what he does next. Damien Chazelle, by the way. Very excited. Marvel movie reviews. I think the next movie I'll be watching is either Hateful Eight or Titanic. Depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow night. Yeah, Titanic is one I'd recommend over Hateful Eight. Titanic I watched back in January for the first time. Feels like years ago. And wow, it's good. I have it on Blu-ray now. Just an epic. You'll be transported into the world. James Cameron's visuals in that are phenomenal. And young Leo. That's all I need to say. Transformers is the worst franchise. You might not be wrong. It's pretty bad. Have you seen Slumdog Millionaire? Watched it for the first time this year. I have a review on my Letterboxd at Filmstock, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's honestly like one of the most original movies in recent years, and just the direction by Danny Boyle. He really had it on par there, and it was intense as hell at the end too. Like when they got to the final question, it's great. Ewan says I agree on The Prestige. Yeah, The Prestige rocks. That movie's awesome. Nolan is one of the best directors purely because he hasn't made a single bad film. All of his movies range from great to phenomenal. Yeah, he's one of the best ever. He has never missed for me. He's made a good to great movie every single time. Tarantino has made a good or a meh to great movie every time. Some aren't as good as others. And who else? David Fincher has a few misses, sadly. So those are some of the few directors I've seen all their movies. Ricardo says, are you a Packers fan? I think I've seen the Green Bay logo before. This is actually the University of Georgia logo. It's the same G as the Packers, but it's just different colors. But yeah, I'm a big Georgia fan, so that's what that logo is. If Mel Gibson had one director for Hacksaw Ridge over Damien Chazelle for La La Land, how would you feel? I'd be a little upset, but I mean, it's probably my second pick for that year because like he directed the action scenes so well on the Ridge itself, but the direction in La La Land was just next level good. So I'm very happy that Chazelle won. Arjun says you need to check out 2049. Yeah, so I'm not going to get to Blade Runner or Blade Runner 2049 this year, unfortunately, just time constraints. But I will watch those eventually. Like I will watch those next year probably. I can't promise anything, but I want to watch both of them eventually. I've heard 2049 rocks. Movie Geeks has got to go. Have a great night. Take care. Yeah, you too. Thanks so much for joining. I always enjoy talking to you in these streams, so hope you have a good night. Danny K, do you think Wonder Woman 84 or Soul will make your top 10 favorite movies of 2020? I think they both will. I mean, this year is pretty weak, and I've heard Soul's like a masterpiece. I've heard Wonder Woman 84 is amazing. So I think they both will, because like I don't even have a solid top 6 really. Like my top 6, like after my number 6, it's kind of very iffy. There's a lot of spots to fill in. So yeah, there's a lot of movies left to watch still this year, and I think both those, there's probably room for them on the top 10. Ewan says, not sure whether you've mentioned this in the screen, but are you looking forward to the Alien series? I've heard about that. They're making like an Alien TV show, right? I've only seen Alien 1, 2, and 3. Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3, and I'm probably stopping there for the movies. If I should watch more, let me know in the chat. But yeah, I haven't really heard much about it. But I mean, if I know who's attached to it, that might intrigue me more. Who is your favorite director and why is it Tarantino? It is Tarantino, I'm pretty sure, because his dialogue alone is the most captivating dialogue I've ever seen on the screen. Anytime, like Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Basterds, Reservoir Dogs, that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Django, right there, like 5 almost perfect movies, I'd say. Most of those are actually. And the dialogue, right? I mean, the way he writes it and directs it, it's just so compelling, and it sucks you into this world that you're in. You don't want to miss a single word. The spectacles there, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood especially, it's just all of his movies have something different to offer, and the violence doesn't even bother me. It's just all so damn interesting to me. I don't know. It's like unlike other directors, if that makes sense. I love them. I think Tarantino may have made his masterpiece with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hot take. I think years from now, that might be looked on as best film. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but like Inglourious Basterds probably and Pulp Fiction are like the best. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is close. Like that movie rocks. And it's just like the ultimate hangout movie, but it's great. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people kind of say it's really boring, which is fair, but like I was never bored once during that movie. I love the characters so much. They just hanging out with them in Hollywood, and then seeing the third act go bonkers was so interesting to me. That's one of my favorite movies. And Cliff Booth and Rick Dalton as a duo, you can't beat them. Some of the coolest dudes in Hollywood and some of the coolest actors actually in Hollywood. So, should Nolan have won Best Director for Dunkirk over Guillermo del Toro for Shape of Water? Yes. And I haven't even seen Shape of Water, but like Nolan killed it with that. The way that he presented like land, sea, and air. Like, how did he not? I don't know how he didn't win director. Like that was just the way he was able to get all those guys on the beach. Oh, it's crazy. I wish he would have won director. By the way, I'm probably going to wrap things up soon because I've been talking for about an hour and 7 minutes, which usually I have someone else to talk to on these things. And I'm not talking as much, but like I've been talking a while and I'm getting kind of tired. And so I'll probably hop off in like 5 minutes. Prometheus was pretty cool, not great, but intriguing. I've heard that it's like a mixed bag. Noah Hawley, guy behind Legion and Fargo series, and Ridley Scott are working on the Alien series. It's going to be set on Earth too. That's pretty interesting, honestly. Like if the trailer interests me, I might finish out the Alien franchise and then give that one a shot, because that sounds pretty interesting. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has the emotion that is not in some of his other films. That's fair, yeah. Like Rick Dalton being kind of a washed up actor, yeah, I definitely see that side of things for sure. Lewis says they've had that Alien series will have. They said the Alien series will have horror from Alien, the action from Aliens. Well, that's a match made in heaven, because the Aliens movie is like the perfect sci-fi action. Alien is like the horror sci-fi. Blend them together, perfect. I would love to see that. Ricardo says Nolan's my favorite director. Still going to say Guillermo del Toro deserved to win. Wow. See, I got to watch that movie then, because I've heard good things about Shape of Water, but I've heard it's overrated from some. Kind of like with a lot of movies, right? But it's still won Best Picture, and I want to see all the Best Picture winners one day, or as much as I can. So I got to watch that soon. Mitchell says, okay, got to go. Bye. See you, Mitchell. Thanks for joining. I'm all caught up in the chat, so I'm probably going to wrap things up. I was here for an hour and 8 minutes, though, by myself, which is a long time to talk. So if you guys are watching the replay, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't for future content. And check out all my recent videos. I did a upcoming Disney Plus, Star Wars, and movies ranked by excitement. I talk about Deck the Halls. I talk about the new Mandalorian episode. So I've got a lot of content planned. And if you're still in here, definitely hit the like button if you haven't. And subscribe if you haven't. It would mean the world. Lewis has a final question. Which year do you think will be the best for Marvel? 2021, 2022, 2023? I think 2021 at the moment, because this is going to be the beginning of an era with all the TV shows. That's what I'll say. But that's going to do it for this live stream here on the Film Stock channel. It's a Saturday edition where I talked about Star Wars and Marvel and all the Disney Investor Day things. So hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world. You can follow me on Instagram at Filmstock, on Letterboxd at Filmstock, Twitter at ChrisBowie15. All these links will be in the description down below. I have an Amazon wish list. That's linked down below. I also have a merch store. All that good stuff. Definitely check it all out. You can follow me on TikTok at chris.bowie. I'm making more content there, trying to grow over there, have a good time over there. So there's a lot of outlets. You can find me there. If any of you are in here on the replay or watching live, I appreciate you so much. Cannot emphasize that enough. I wouldn't be able to make content without the support. It just means it. I just got Southern. It means the world. Danny K says peace. Peace out, brother. Hope you have a good night. Enjoy your Saturday, man. And thank you all for joining again. Hope you all are just doing well. The holidays are among us. We're coming to the end of the year. Crazy, I know, but the future is bright for all this content to keep us happy. So happy holidays. See you guys next time. And as always, may the force be with you.